This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 504.
I program my own computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. We have the technology.
Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. We have two of them next weekend. WordCamp Mumbai, October 28th and 29th. And WordCamp Managua, October 28th. Where is Managua? I believe that is in, I don't know where that is. It's a Spanish-speaking country, that I do know. But I don't, Nicaragua. That's it. That's right. I knew that actually. All right. So there you go. If you're in those areas of the world, by all means, attend because I'm sure they'll be awesome. All right. Moving on. Segment 1 in the news. Two things to talk about here. First and foremost, WordPress 6.4 release candidate 1 is now available for testing. It's under development, of course. There's a link in the show notes if you want to go test that. That'd be awesome. And also in the news, the State of the Word 2023 will be broadcast live from Madrid on December 11th. If you don't know, the co-founder of WordPress, Matt Mullenweg, will be delivering the annual State of the Word. Last year, it was in New York at the Tumblr office, if I'm not mistaken. This year is going to be Madrid. I don't know why Madrid. I'm not sure. No, when is that? December 11th? I said, yeah, December 11th. I wonder if I can make that. I wonder if you have to get invited. Last year was invite only. I don't know what this year's status is on that. I'm going to reach out to them and see what that looks like and what I'm doing that week. So you never know. I've been to Madrid. It's been a long time. Great town. So yeah, check it out. It'll be broadcast live, so you can watch it wherever you are in the world. It's going to be at 1500 UTC, by the way. There you go. All right. Moving on to the meat potatoes of this week's episode, segment 2, Non WP LMS review number 7, I think 6 or 7. This week, I'm diving into another one, and I'm checking out one called Maven. Now, truth be told, I had not really heard of this one until recently. I'm not sure how I found it, but it's interesting. And checking out the website, it looks like it's a platform to teach and to have courses, kind of like an Etsy. So it has both. You can find courses on it to take, and you can also sign up to teach courses as well. So I went ahead and signed up because that's what I want to do and check it out and see what the back end looks like and logging in and whatnot. So I created an account completely free, more on pricing at the end of this. I entered my school name. In this case, I called it KitchensinkWP. Gives you a URL, gives you like maven.com/ then your URL, KitchensinkWP. You have to add your LinkedIn profile, which I thought was interesting. You have an option if you want to enter your Twitter handle. So they have not updated Twitter to call it X yet, but that's nor here nor there. And then you get a confirmation email. And I clicked that button when I got the email within minutes, less than a minute, and I was in. And right off the bat, the top banner that pops up was, hey, Adam, student demand is high in Q4 and Q1. Top instructors maximize enrollments by opening 2 cohorts at once for Q4 and Q1. So interesting. And there's a link that you can go click to hear more about it from their founder and CEO. So I thought that was interesting. They really want you to do well from the get-go, and they're sharing with you some statistics that they have. I guess I'm not sure how true they are, but they're there. So anyway, all right. The dashboard, like what you see when you log in, is very similar to most LMS platforms these days. Left side has a bunch of options and areas of focus. For example, launch, lead magnet, landing page, email, students, events, syllabus, projects, surveys, earnings, labs, student view, help, and settings. And they're broken up into like 3 main sections there. And then the middle of the page has an outlining onboarding sequence where you can go set up your account, complete your instructor info, finding course market fit, which is just like a course on strategy, etc. I watched a bunch of those videos. They are all very well put together, very professional. You don't have to watch them, and you can mark them complete if you have no interest, or if you want to come back to them, you can still come back to them at any time as well. I believe that was not difficult to figure out. Now on to creating the course, which did take me a minute to figure out because I was like, where do I go to say create new course? And I just didn't see it. So apparently it's under the area of syllabus, which I thought was an interesting place to put it, but that's fine. Clicking into that area, I get the default one, and there inside of that is a pre-course, and a getting started area. And of course, the ability to rename and reorder the course and add modules. And then under that is an area called weeks, where you can set a cohort start and end date, which didn't make sense to me at first, but it will in a minute here as I go further down this little checklist here. And then you can also post some code, more modules, as well as a bonus area. Okay, so now each module has the ability for lessons and projects. And what's great about this and their onboarding was they tell you exactly what the differences are. Lessons are pages for texts, videos, and resources. Projects are for student submissions, which I thought made total sense. I just like the fact that they were very clear on that. Real quick side note on the videos that you can use, you can embed, I guess they're O-embeds or short codes, YouTube, Vimeo, and Loom. Or you can also upload your own video if you have your own video as well. But if you wanted to use links, YouTube, Vimeo, and Loom, and that was pretty cool. So on the issue of the start and end dates, interestingly enough, when I clicked on that for the weeks, and I added a start and end date, it then took me back. It gave me this. I gave it a start and end date, and then I went back to the actual syllabus, and I realized it had added all those weeks in question, like 4 or 5 weeks that I had given it, like a 5-week session kind of thing, and in there had the potential to have its own module and content. So in digging around Maven's documentation and their FAQs, it looks to me like they really pushed the idea of having the cohort as an overall group thing that you go along with people together, and you have a live interaction component with it versus just signing up for a course, taking it at your own leisure, and that type of methodology. So there's studies that have been done, and I know my friend Chris Badgett has said that most people who sign up for courses, I think, you may sell a lot, but as far as completion rates go, pretty low, like 3 to 5% of people actually take the course and finish it. So in this case, maybe studies have shown that doing it as a cohort, doing it in a live way over a shorter amount of time or a specific amount of time might have better results for the people taking the course. So I'm not sure what that would look like from a statistical perspective, but it was interesting anyways. So more digging around shows that they also have a community component. Makes it nice to have a place to have all things in one area, which is kind of cool. So I guess the students and the cohort can talk to each other and have that as well. I thought that was kind of nice. Lastly, on setup, in order to go live, there is a box in the settings area that tells you you're almost ready to open enrollment. So which is cool, meaning that you need to finish these things. And first and foremost, you need a course name, and it gives you the URL. You need to have the dates picked. So again, you got to have a dates selection there. You need to have pricing set up, and you have to create your landing page. Landing page is pretty basic in the sense that, well, it's not basic. You can create anything you want in there, but it's all HTML. It's code based, so it's pretty neat. All right, moving on to the final part here is the pricing. So when you start charging for your course, you get to keep 90% of your course earnings minus Stripe fees. Maven, get this, is free, completely free until a student pays to enroll in your course. So really no brainer if you want a platform that makes it super simple, in my opinion. And they only integrate with Stripe at the moment. So you get 90% of every course enrollment, and you lose the Stripe portion as well. I think that makes sense, right? Yeah, so like I said, it's free to use, to sign up, to create your content and put it up there, but they're going to take 10%, which I think is pretty fair, less Stripe fees as well. So final thoughts, it's pretty well thought out, though they do use a few different terms that are used in other places like syllabus versus courses, and just a couple of terms that took me a couple minutes to figure out. But once I figured that out and how to kind of rearrange things, really not that different, but it was nice. The fact that it's completely free until you sell something, also kind of cool as well. So there you go. There you have it. If you're using Maven, or if you've used Maven, by all means, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback on that as well. So, all right, moving on, segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This one is a new website. It's a tool. It's called ClickVote.dev. You can upvote, and review any context seamlessly in your website. And there's a free version, there's a paid version. Check it out. It's at clickvote.dev. So check that out as well. Pretty neat little tool. Might be kind of cool to try out for something. So if you're trying to upvote, downvote stuff, yeah, it's a free little tool. All right, that's it for this week. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use that functional SpeakPipe functionality of the website. If you want to support the show, become a Patreon, kitchensinkwp.com/Patreon. I would love that. If you want to sponsor the show, there's a form on the website. Fill it out, send it in, get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right? Bye-bye.